Good morning. This is the next installment in our book, Saving the Saved by Bryan Loritts. It's chapters 4 and 5. And he deals in these chapters with pride and hypocrisy and how damaging they are and how anti these two things are to living in a performance-free love, unconditional love of Jesus. Don't miss the fact that when Jesus is talking on the Sermon on the Mount, he is addressing his disciples. The others are listening, the crowd is listening, but he is addressing his disciples. Don't miss the fact that Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, is written to law-abiding Jews. We'll tend to look at this whole idea of grace and versus moralism and all with comparison of obedient law-abiding citizens versus anarchists or versus perverse criminals. And that's not what the comparison is. The comparison is trying to live a moral, upright life without God, which he talks about as basically that is immorality, because you cannot have morality without God. You can have moral acts, but doing them in your own strength and for your own glory is immoral because it is robbing glory from God. We look at how insidious the sin of pride is. We look at how easy hypocrisy is. And the last sentence of chapter 5 is telling. He says, "Are you frustrated and weary over sin, wondering if you are a genuine child of God, concerned about whether you're walking through the narrow gate or whether you're a diseased tree or a house built with a shoddy foundation moments from disaster? Two questions will solve it all. Does your sin bring you sorrow? Does that sorrow turn into repentance, a change in direction?" Good questions to consider. I hope you enjoy reading these chapters, and I would love to hear your thoughts. I'd like to know what you think of this book and how God is teaching you through the Gospel of Matthew and through his Word. I'll see you next week.